Okay, task 6, the final task, AAT 1 on the FAPS paper. 12 marks about preparing accounting records from incomplete information. Right, annual sales for the year are 102,320. On average, it takes customers 1 month to pay. Identify which one of the following is most likely to be the closing balance on the trade receivables account. Right, so if the sales are 102,320 and it takes them 1 month to pay, and that's for the 12 months. So if I divide that by 12, I get 8,526. So that's the closest, but if we just sort of fine tune it slightly, remember annual sales is the net sales figure, whereas trade receivables will be the total. So I'm just wondering if I add VAT. So I've just added VAT to the annual sales and I get 122,784 and divide that by 12. No, they don't want us to do that. So let's just stick with 102,320, divide it by 12 and then go for the closest one. Right, referring to a response for part A1, you have just printed an aged receivables list, which totals 55,750. Right, so we were expecting it to be 8,726. It is 55,750. So which action would we take? Check the accounting software for errors and investigate whether there has been any reason for the unusual balance. Well, I would say that is quite a good idea because it's way higher than we were expecting. Let's just make sure we're happy. It's not the others. Report the figure that is produced by the software. Report the figure you have calculated as it looks more reasonable. We can't just report a reasonable figure. We need to investigate. So yeah, be happy with that answer. Complete the following statement. If the gross profit is calculated as a percentage of revenue, that will be the margin. If it was a percentage of cost, it would be markup. You are working on the accounts of James and AJ, who own a business selling customized cupcakes to organizations. You have received the following information relating to the financial year end. All sales are subject to VAT. So we've got sales and purchases day books. We've got trade receivables and payables balances at the start and the end of the year. We've got a bank summary. And we've got to figure out the missing purchase returns figure by reconstructing the PLCA. Right, so I want the opening and closing balances. So balance brought down 10281 on the credit side. And I'll stick my closing balance in while I'm there, 15482. So that closing balance, 15482. So that's the balance carried down. Do I have the purchase figure? Yes. Remember, it's the total that goes into the PLCA. So 194160. Purchases. I'm trying to find that missing purchase returns. Is there anything else I need to put into my PLCA? So I would have my PLCA knowledge. I'm thinking, right, I've got the purchases, I'm working out purchase returns, any discounts, and the amount that I've paid. So 187,129, credit the bank, debit 187,129. So that's the bank. And then it's conveniently working out those totals for me again, so I can just work out the difference. So 204441 take away 202,611 gives me a missing number of 1830. Using the information supplied and your answer to B above, find the closing balance on the VAT control account. Right, so balance brought down. Right, so they've conveniently put these narratives in. So I want the VAT on purchase returns. So if I've got 1830 there, which is the gross, if I divide it by 6, I get 305. And then the purchase day book, I've got the VAT figure up here, I think. 32360. Okay. Using the information supplied, find the closing figure on the VAT account. All right, so I must have to put other things in as well then. Bit weird they've half filled it in. Right, so I'm going to have to put my sales VAT figure in, 48560. 48560, so that's sales. Right, what else goes in the VAT account? So I've got my sales figure. There's a payment to HMRC, so 22708 bank. So it's credit the bank, it's debit the VAT, 22708 from the bank. Is there anything else? Don't think so. Right, so now you can see that the balance carried down. There was a bit of a clue I had to put more in because it was on the wrong side before. So 64151 take away 55068 is 9083. Just double check that's not the right answer. So I've obviously missed something else. What is it? Nasty. Cash sales. So if we've got a total cash sales of 3,600, the VAT on them divided by 6 is 5,100, which will be payable to HMRC. You might have figured that out by looking at the drop downs, actually. I was jumping the gun. So let's work that out now. 69251 take away 55068 gives me 14183 as my closing balance. Right, so I'm submitting the assessment and it tells me, hopefully I got everything. Oh, something's gone wrong there. I'll get back and see what it is now. Task 4. Maybe I just missed something, I'm not sure. Right, so the way you find out what you got, so how many marks did we say? It's 120 marks altogether. So unfortunately, to work out what your percentage is, you have to add up all of these figures, divide it by 120 and times by 100. I'm sorry about that. That's bugging me now. I've got two wrong there. I will review it, and if it's anything major, I'll go back and amend. All right then, thank you.